Hey, I'm Aja A, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have listed down in the description box, and if you like the video, please give me a little thumbs up. If you have any questions after the video is over, feel free to drop them down below. I try to respond to everyone. And if you all know people interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, or whatever I'm talking about on this channel, go on and send them this link. And don't forget to hit subscribe. And of course, thanks for tuning in and rocking with me. May this info help y'all live your best lives. Peace. Hey, you guys, welcome back to SunshinehazeCo. I'm Aja A, for those of y'all that have never seen one of my videos. This video is for my Sagittarian, Sag Sun, Sag Moon, and Sag Rising. So before I get started, if you feel like what I'm saying in the reading doesn't resonate with you, go on and check out your Moon and or Rising sign, which I do have a link down below in the description box, okay? This is a typical 4-card spread. We're looking at the energy of the Cancer lunar cycle, so looking at the beginning of July through the beginning of August. And like I said, typical 4-card spread. Energies coming in, popping up for you, or that you're supposed to be tapping into. Any challenges or obstacles you might be facing during this next month. Also, since we're talking about Cancer, looking at what you need to nurture, what you need to be putting your energy and your love and your time into over this lunar cycle. And then as always, a quick little soul message, something extra for you to take away with you from the spread, okay? Hey, mama. Hi, girl. Oh, you're spoiled. You are spoiled. All right, so the first card that we've got coming up in your spread is in the position of the energy that you need to be tapping into, or the energy that'll be tapping up or coming up for you during this next month. And you've got an interesting one here. You've got Unfinished Symphony, Sag. So this card, the message that the energy that I'm feeling when it comes up is that there is something. And this is very similar to Libra's reading. I was talking about the definition of insanity, continuing to do the same thing over and over and over and over again, and expecting different results. And the Unfinished Symphony card comes up with this energy of there is some sort of lesson that you are supposed to be learning, Sag, or some sort of shift that you're supposed to be making, or some sort of growth that you're supposed to be tapping into. However, every time you find yourself in a situation or find yourself in this space or a place to actually go on and work through that energy and shift that energy, or remove yourself from whatever situation or stop yourself from whatever bad habits, instead of doing that, you find yourself back in the same habits, doing the same shit, and therefore you have this unfinished symphony. And when I was being young and dumb and dealing with a fuckboy, I remember all of my friends were too, and I remember I would be given advice that I should be giving to myself, and it was, when you're supposed to learn lessons, when God is trying to show you something and you're not picking up on it, you'll keep getting put into the same type of situation, and every time it gets worse and worse and worse and worse until you actually pick up on what you're supposed to pick up on and actually make the changes that you're supposed to be making. So, Sag, what I get from this card, I just feel like some of you guys keep finding yourselves in similar situations and you keep having similar outcomes, and you're at this point to where you don't understand why shit always happens for you like that. It's because you're missing the mark somewhere. There is an unfinished symphony. There are some notes that you have not yet played, and you need to play those keys, because if you don't, you're going to find yourself back in the same cycles. Again, we're talking about insanity. And if you keep doing the same shit, you're going to keep getting the same outcome. So for you, Sag, I feel like a lot of you, there are certain things that you either want to see play out differently, or certain things that you want to have different positive energy attached to, or certain habits that you're just like, or certain things in your life that you're just like, I don't understand why shit is always like this, or why things always play out like this, XYZ. The answer, and I'd say this in a lot of my videos, we create our own obstacles. The answer is all that is happening, and it goes back to you. What have you not been doing that you have been being showed to do time and time and time again? And once you figure that out, you'll actually be able to finish this symphony. All right. The next card that I have popping up for you guys in your spread is in the position of your crossing energy, obstacles you might be dealing with. And you've got another one, not another one, but everybody so far in this little Cancer lunar cycle, I think almost everyone except for one of y'all signs has one of my all shit cards in the spread. You got the 8 of Swords here. This is not the worst all shit card, but this actually confirms what I was saying about you being your own obstacle. If you look at the imagery on this card, this little butterfly is actually ready to fly. This is no longer a cocoon. This is a butterfly with its wings wrapped around it, hanging off of this one lone thought that they think is serving them. But if you look, they're literally hanging on by a string. And then if you look outside of it, there are other thoughts, other perspectives, and you're just like, whatever I do, however things change, anything I do or anything is kind of like this negative perspective. This is an air card, so this resonates with the way that we think and the way that we see things and the way that we communicate. So basically the energy with this card is feeling like whatever you do is going to cause problems or is not going to turn out right for you. So you have these swords that you've set up yourself outside of yourself, and you're hanging on the one sword, which you think is your safety, but it's really not. It's still a sword, you know, and you've actually caged yourself in your own prison. Any way you open your wings, you're going to get cut. And this is in a crossing position. So this does tell me a couple of things. Again, as I was saying, whatever this unfinished symphony is, whatever lesson you keep missing it because of yourself, Sag. And I pick up on the sense that you guys are very aware of whatever it is that you're supposed to be changing, and you're just refusing to do it. So, and this has been coming up in all the readings too. Cancer energy resonates with that mother knows best, that mama energy. And I've been feeling the need to just come for y'all's necks. I've been fussing in all of my videos. And I'm like, what is it? It's the Cancer. It is the Cancer zodiac energy. Sag, you're creating your own obstacles by creating these negative thoughts and allowing them to physically manifest. So it's like, okay, so if you are in a new job or something, let's say you keep getting new work, you keep getting new jobs, and then you keep finding yourself out of work. Well, what is happening, Sag? What are you doing that are you continuing to go to work late? And you know you got to be there on time every job, and then all of a sudden you get there and you're 10 minutes late every day, and then all of a sudden you don't have a job. You know what I'm saying? Are you in another relationship and you're starting to find that you're having relationship problems, and they seem very similar to relationship problems that you had in the past? Why might that be? Because there's something you're supposed to learn in all of these situations that you are not picking up on, or that you are blatantly deciding or refusing to pay attention to. So Sag, for you, you're creating your own obstacle by putting these swords out around you, when what you really need to do is take a little step back and say, okay, well, what am I doing that's not working? What am I doing that hasn't worked? And what am I doing and continue to do that hasn't worked? And why am I still doing it? Unfinished symphony. Figure out your keys and play the keys, and stop creating your own obstacles for yourself, okay? All right. The next card that I have coming up in your spread is in the position of where you need to put a little bit more energy. What do you need to nurture during this next month underneath the Cancer lunar cycle? And you've got the 10 of Pentacles. So this is one of my favorite cards. This is a card of abundance. It's a card of enlightenment. It's a card of having everything together, having all your ducks in a row, and everything being solid and stable, resonating with very positive energy. Sag, during this next month, as I was talking about play your keys, you need to figure out what your symphony actually sounds like. This is the completed symphony with all the notes and all the keys and all the harmonies, right? What does that sound like for you? And when I say what does that sound like, I mean, what does life look like for you? What does your best life, what does, happiness, what does joy, what does abundance look like for you? And go on and write the rest of that symphony. Go on and get your little orchestra in a row. Go on and get your little hands ready. Go on, whatever instruments you setting up for yourself, go on and get ready to play them. But you need to actually know what you think that sounds like. So again, I think it's and I'm not going to talk too much about this 10 of Pentacles. You literally just need to think positively. You need to manifest and intend positively. The way that we think about things and the way that we speak about things do have the ability to manifest in the physical with the energy that we attach to them. So for you, Sag, I think that's the most important thing. This is enlightenment. This is abundance. This is happiness. This is joy. This is having everything together. So you just need to be putting your energy into what your best life looks like and thinking about it in the way that you like to see it play out, okay? In regards to this unfinished symphony, once you get a grip on that, you'll have an idea of, like I keep saying, the keys you need to play in order to get to that point. You'll have an idea of what notes need to be played here in order to actually harmonize with the rest of everything else that is going on. So for you, Sag, it's really like, stop doing the old tired shit, start doing the new shit. You keep playing up until this point, and then it's like you go back and repeat. There's more of the song past this little spot in the middle, and you need to go on and ride the wave of this water and keep playing the song and play it in the way that you think or you feel like it should be played, okay? All right. The next card that I have coming up, or the last card that I have coming up for y'all in y'all spread, is in the position of the soul message, and you've got the frog, which resonates with the energy of detox, which, one, going back to what I was saying about continuing to do the same, that insanity thing that I was saying, doing the same shit over and over, expecting different results. Sag, you have got to cut the crap. You have got to cut the bullshit. You have got to stop your bad habits. You have got to quit putting yourself into situations that you don't need to be in and continuing to do the same shit and find yourself in these spaces and places of the Eight of Swords. It starts with you. You need to stop. People, and I used to be like this too, I would blame my situations on the things happening around me. And it's like, yes, we do have these external influences. However, everything comes back to you. You have the choice as to whether or not you deal with some shit. You have the choice as to whether or not you do, so to speak, for lack of better terms, do some dumb shit or not. You know what I'm saying? So it's all up to you, Sag, but you've got to look at your life and look at what you've got going on and look at your habits and say, okay, what do I need to do away with? What do I need to stop? What do I need to get rid of? What do I need to move away from? Okay? This detox card also coming up here. I don't know. For some of you guys, and again, this is a general reading, but for some of you, I feel like I have to put this message out there. Y'all might just be dealing with some people, and you might feel like they look like everything you want them to be, look like they're everything you need them to be, or you might have gotten a job and you feel like, oh, this is it, or you might be around some friends and you're like, oh, this is the group, but you really got to take some time to read people's energy and read people's hearts and figure out who they truly and honestly are, because for some of you, there are some people that you need to detox from. There are some situations that you need to detox from. There's some shit you just need to move away from, Sag. And it's easier said than done, but you really have to look at what happiness is for you and understand that you are not ever going to be able to reach that spot so long as you continue to give yourself these obstacles and these negative thoughts, and so long as you keep yourself in situations that do not serve you. Unfinished symphony. Stop doing the same shit over and over and play the rest of your keys. Thank you. I don't know why it's so intense, but that's my message for you, Sag. If you feel like you need a personal reading or need a little bit more insight, feel free to book one with me or drop some questions down below. Questions about this reading. If you got other questions, you book a real reading. And that is, all that information is linked down below. If you're interested in learning a little bit about the collective energy under this Cancer lunar cycle and solar eclipse, I have a video up on that as well. And as I was just talking about readings, throughout the summer, I will be doing retrograde readings and eclipse readings, and those will be on sale since we are in retrograde and eclipse season. If you're interested in that, you can go on and head to my Etsy shop and you'll be able to book through there, okay? Other than that, thank you guys for watching so much, and thanks for rocking with me so long and so tough. And I guess welcome to the new people. I hope you rock with me like the others. And I will see y'all next time. Peace.